Goose Fraba.
It's Goose Fraba.
You're a Goose Fraba.
Take it easy now.
Oh, Fraba, you're a goose.
Nice. That's the one.
You're welcome.
I didn't say thank you. Kids are in bed?
Kids are in bed.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 25.
25.
Of the Kids Are
Quarter
in Bed.
century.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean...
Quarter of 100. 25%.
All very true. I'm Tim Severson. This is Jenni Severson.
Hello.
Jenni, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, this is, so we're 25 weeks into this thing. Almost half a year.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah.
That is outlandish.
Yeah.
Can't even believe it. No wonder this year's been
We've come a
flying
long
by.
way since sitting on the couch side by side.
Have we?
Nope.
I was going to say, I don't really think we have.
We haven't. It's about the same. It's about the same, but the format is a little different. What have you been up to?
Oh my gosh. We went on the best date ever.
We did.
On Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Had a babysitter. Turns out, dinner and a movie is like really fun.
I know. You guys, if you haven't tried this, you can go out on a date. You get dinner and then
Listen.
you go to a movie, and it really makes for a great night.
Checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
We went to our favorite rooftop
Mm-hmm.
and had mussels.
Yes.
Delicious.
We weren't going to go to a movie. We had discussed going to a movie. We had discussed going to get dinner. Putting the two together
Too big a leap for us.
did not come across our mind. And as we were, we came up with the decision kind of halfway through. We had a couple of drinks. We had an appetizer. And then I was like, we should just go to the movie. And,
yeah.
and then we both looked at each other and we're like, well, the timing is like, should we just cancel our food order?
We just ordered all this food. We probably should. Yeah, what should we do about that?
And as we're having the conversation, the waitress comes up and just goes, so what can I get you guys? And we were like, we haven't ordered.
We just looked at each other and we were like, we haven't ordered. This is great. Like she was probably like, what are they on? Oh, this is perfect. We haven't even ordered yet. How were we both so convinced that we had ordered food?
I don't know.
So strange.
I think it was because we came to such a quick decision because we were going to split a couple of things and we were like on it. We were like,
Boom.
we got it. And then we just put it out of our mental. And
I think we got distracted by not one, not two, but three people having to get involved to get me a club soda with a lime.
yeah, that was rough. I really threw him for a loop.
It's so confusing.
Such an exotic drink order.
I'm never getting this club soda, am I? Like, it's just not coming. The third guy had to come say, like, I'm so sorry. He didn't know what you wanted. Some sort of soda.
Our waitress asked, do you guys want some waters? And I said, yeah, I'll do a water. And you said, I'll the soda water. And we decided that maybe you said, I sort of want a water.
Yeah. Like, that must be it. Maybe she just misunderstood. But then the next kid came up and I said, I'll have a soda water. And then he left. No soda water to be found.
And then a manager of sorts came
A
over.
third person. Well, he didn't really understand what you wanted. Some sort of soda? And I was like... But then you decided it's because I was saying soda water instead of club soda.
Club soda with a lime. And you still didn't say that any of the time.
Because it's not what I say. I say I'll have a soda water. Like...
Well, I can't help you then. You get what you get when you order like that.
Yeah.
And then we went to our movie theater, our local movie theater, got a reboot.
Upgrade!
It's got a bar and a brand new arcade. So we went there and they have crazy darts.
Crazy darts?
Not fun darts.
I thought they were fun darts.
They were fun.
They were fun.
They weren't really crazy though.
They were crazy. Poorly named.
Right.
I think they should be called fun darts.
Yeah.
I stand by.
But you dominated me in that.
Crushed you.
We did like ducks, like a carnival game, ducks, and then we did
I killed all those ducks.
tic-tac-toe. Trivia, I was about to beat you. We ran out of time.
But who won?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. When the clock ended.
Yeah.
That trivia was fun. The ducks was fun. Tic-tac-toe was where it was at.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe
That was a
was
fun game.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Super
like
fun.
multiple tic-tac-toes inside of other tic-tac-toes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was so good at darts.
I thought when it first came up, I'm like, Jenny's going to have a hard time with this.
Yeah.
Because there's so many squares, and you just rocked it out.
Crushed it.
You really did.
Boom.
Good job.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
I need 2.5 drinks in order to crush it at darts.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a thing. It's a thing. You get to that level.
Yeah.
That's where I get with pool.
Yeah.
I'm a good pool player after 6 cocktails.
Six.
And before 8. Somewhere in there, I can run the table in pool. If I get outside of that, it all falls apart.
I learned, sorry to go off topic here, but you just saying from 6 to 8 made me think of this. I went to this event last night that was a mixologist teaching us how to make cocktails. And he said that when you're making cocktails with lime juice, that you should squeeze your limes. The best time is 6 to 8 hours after they've been squeezed. You squeeze them for your drink, and you let them sit for 6 to 8 hours. That's when they're at their peak.
That sounds made up. I would need to see.
He has a book.
I would like to see some chemistry behind what that is.
I don't know.
And who is like, I'm going to get my lime juice ready for my cocktail in 6 to 8 hours.
Well, if you're having a party.
Oh, it's a lot of lime juice then.
I mean, he did have a carafe of lime juice.
A carafe.
So.
Spell that for me.
Suck it.
It's a fancy word. Interesting. I don't believe it.
Yeah, well, I do. Much like you in pool.
You what?
Your pool zone is the same as the lime zone.
Oh.
Tim Severson, pool zone, lime zone. Do you see the connection I'm making here?
I mean, yes.
All right, anyways. But the movie we went to was amazing.
Twisters.
So good.
Yes.
We went to, since our kids have been born, I think we've been to one other movie, and it was Oppenheimer together, as a couple.
Right.
I also saw Barbie without kids, but like an adult movie, just adults.
Yeah.
I think it's Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yep.
This was like the second movie in 8 years that we've gone to just by ourselves.
Yeah.
So maybe it was that.
Could have been.
But I actually think I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was so fun.
It was, I mean, it's not going to win any awards, but it's good stuff.
It won my heart.
Yes.
Perfect amount of romance. That really got me. Loved all the throwbacks.
Yeah.
To the original. They really, I think they did a great job.
Yeah, and they snuck in some clarifications of things that were said in the first one that weren't exactly true.
Like what?
Well, like describing the F1 through F5.
Yeah. The fajita scale.
I feel like in the first one, they used that just to really kind of quantify how big it was, which I guess same, but it's really based on the amount of damage.
Yes, how much it eats.
Yes, how much it eats. And I think in the first one, they describe it as the size. And I get that it's the same, but
I don't know if they did that. Because then we came home and we watched the first one.
The next night.
The next night. The next night. And I'm pretty sure they said that it's the damage.
Oh, really?
I think they said it's the amount of damage
Maybe
it does.
that was just my misunderstanding as a 12-year-old going to see it 7 times in the movie theater when I was a kid. So that could be. There was something else I can't remember. But yeah, good movie.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I really loved? Actually, this was more so watching the old one than the new one, is all the scenes of the cars driving. I mean, 100 scenes, aerial view of cars driving.
Yeah.
And it made me think every time of Succession.
Oh, yeah. It's the exact same thing. It's just trucks instead of sedans and SUVs.
Yeah. And they turned, instead of black cars, they were white cars in the new one.
Yeah. Very good. Good stuff. Yeah, it was great. We saw it on the monster screen too. I don't know if we said that already, but I think that made it better too. It's pretty cool.
No candy.
I had Skittles.
Oh, you did? I didn't have any candy.
Because we ate and you were saving room for popcorn.
Oh, that's right.
that's why that happened that way.
Love movie theater popcorn. So good.
Yeah. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Should we jump into the year 2011?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. To remind everybody, we are ranking each year of the 25 years that we've been together. We're counting it down. We've got until October 8th. So however many weeks that is, we're coming to an end of this. We're going to have to really figure out.
It's July.
It's going to go fast.
Oh.
So we're at 2011. We're 13 years in. So we're past the halfway point.
All right.
No, 12 years in. So we're almost to the halfway point.
All right.
And as we stand right now, 2010 is our favorite year. A shocker, a stunner, a Cinderella story. So we'll see if 2010 can hold on or if we'll get another surprise with 2011.
All right. Let's do it.
To remind you, some big events that happened in 2011, just to warm up our palate here for the year.
Okay.
This was the year that we got Osama bin Laden. That happened. This was also the year that the Occupy Wall Street movement started.
I understood what that was.
I mean, they
In
didn't understand
2011?
exactly what it was, and so it didn't really, didn't go the way they wanted to. I don't think, because I think everything's pretty much still the same.
Well, the impact was not as intended,
Right.
but I think they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were trying to do. They just didn't have the impact they hoped for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a little.
I'm saying I didn't understand
They were
what
a
they
little.
were doing.
They were a little disorganized, as I recall.
Oh, yeah.
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 I think they got some people involved that might have not. They were just like, oh, people hanging out in a park in New York City. I'll just hang out here
let's
too.
do
I don't
it.
know. What
Yeah.
this is about.
I'm in.
Let's start a drum circle.
Why are we here again? They're different every time.
Yeah, they're different every time. This is the year that Prince and Kate got married.
Oh.
Prince William,
I knew what you meant.
not Prince. That would be weird. Prince
The
William.
artist formerly known as.
Yes. This was when Charlie Sheen had his meltdown on TV.
Charlie. Wow.
And that started everybody saying, winning.
It was fun.
Oh, I hated it so much.
I partook.
You partook. This was also, Kim Kardashian got married to Minnesota local Chris Humphries.
Yes.
That lasted for 72 days.
That's longer than I would have guessed.
I fully believe, and this is saying something, that Kim Kardashian was like, this guy is too dumb to spend time with. I talked to him a couple of times. We were freshmen at the U at the same time. Talked to him a couple of times. Whew, not much going on in between those years. That guy is stupid. So,
Oh, no. Maybe he was having a bad day.
yeah, I think he was having a normal day for a Division I athlete on a Big Ten campus. Yeah.
Oh, fighting words.
Oh, he was really big time, and everybody around him talking about all the free gear he got whenever he went to Champs. That's all he could talk about. He couldn't really.
I kind of wish
contribute
I
much.
got free gear at Champs.
I mean, we all did.
All I got was the best nachos in town.
There you go. I meant the sporting goods store, not the restaurant. That was confusing.
I know.
Do you think anybody ever showed up at a restaurant and they're like, "Where are the clothes?"
Yeah. I bet
Had to
that
have
did happen. For sure.
Uh,
Absolutely.
This was the year Friday by Rebecca Black came out.
No way.
Yeah.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
She's trying to reignite a music career, I think.
All right.
I think she's gotten a little bit of popularity.
All right.
I haven't heard any of her songs.
Let's do it. She would, and it was like her parents basically like paid for her to get a video or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. They just didn't
It's
pay for anybody.
Friday. I mean, it was catchy. I sang it. I've sang it probably in the last year, I bet.
Oh, yeah. I used to sing it all the time to annoy people. So it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good job,
I mean,
Rebecca.
it was catchy.
Yeah.
Good for you, Rebecca. Yeah.
Good job. Steve Jobs died.
Oh, wow. R.I.P.
And this was the year 21 by Adele was released.
I love her.
I know you do.
I
know
love
you
her.
do. That was the album I think that really set her off. I think she had some popular. 19 was the first one, I think, and she Rolling in the Deep, I think, was the big hit on this one, and that song was everywhere that summer. I remember.
I love that song.
It's a great song.
I listen to it pretty much every day.
You do. You do. You do. That's true. And Amy Winehouse died. R.I.P. I
R.I.P.
liked Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
So that's where we are.
Okay.
We're feeling it's Friday.
I'm in.
It's Friday. Got to make your mind up.
Yep.
Which seat can you take? Got to have your bowl. Got to have cereal.
Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal.
Those are some lyrics from Friday.
Oh my God. Gotta have your bowl.
Gotta have cereal. Yep.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have hired a songwriter, I think. Are you ready to jump into some movies? We'll quickly go through movies.
Yeah, let's do
We'll
it.
do our games. I promise I've got it right this week. Box office.
Okay.
Which one won? We have Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 1, The Hangover, Part 2,
Ooh.
Transformers, Dark Moon, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2,
Oh my
or
God.
Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. This is impossible. Yikes. Breaking Dawn Part 1 was going to be my guess.
Uh-huh.
But then it was going to be Harry Potter because it's the last Harry Potter movie.
Yes.
It's got to be the last Harry Potter movie. But then Transformers, somehow people watch those movies.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Transformers movie. It's this is impossible. Harry Potter, final
Good job.
answer. Okay.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. It did win by a lot. The other four were pretty tightly packed in there.
I believe it.
I was actually super surprised to see The Hangover Part 2 in the top 5.
When you said The Hangover, I was going to be intrigued until you said Part 2. And then I was like, it's not that.
It's pretty wild that movie hung in there with those movies.
I mean, I actually think that The Hangover Part 2 is a great movie
When a monkey nibbles on a penis, it's funny in any language.
because it's just The Hangover Part 1.
yes.
Like if you had never seen The Hangover Part 1
yeah.
and you went to The Hangover Part 2, you would think it was the funniest movie ever made.
yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's the same exact movie.
That's similar to my theory about the series True Detective on HBO. And actually, I had a guy that I worked with that hadn't seen the first season when the second season came out. And I said, hey, watch the second season first.
Is that the one with Rachel McAdams?
Yeah.
The second season?
Yeah. And Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell.
Yes.
Because I had that theory that people disliked the second one solely because the first one was so good and they were expecting a rise.
Yeah.
But I thought the second one was very good.
was
And if
good.
it would have came first, then people would have gotten what they wanted.
Yeah.
But and he said, when he got done with it, I'm like, what'd you think? He's like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait till you see the first one now. Like,
Yeah. That's good advice. I like that. That's smart.
Yeah. So I think that's the same kind of thing that you're talking about there. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
You don't
it
really
is.
miss a whole lot. Maybe just a couple of jokes from the first one, but
Yeah.
otherwise you get the idea.
You get it.
All right. Oscars.
Oscars.
The artist one. The
we
artist
know
one.
it's the
I'm not going
artist.
to do it to you.
It was the artist.
So,
The artist.
Academy comes to you and says, Jenny, who should have
Yes,
won?
Academy.
Who should win this?
Okay.
The Descendants, The Artist, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, Moneyball, Midnight in Paris, Warhorse, The Tree of Life, Hugo, The Help.
I don't think I was very active this year.
That's what I was saying before you corrected me and I was
Yeah.
on the wrong track. That's what I was saying with this. I know I've seen Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, Moneyball, Midnight in Paris, and The Tree of Life. I did not see The Artist. We own it. I did not see The Descendants. I never saw The Help, and I didn't see The Help because I wanted to read the book, and I never got around to reading the book. So, still
I did
hanging
see
out
The
there for
Help.
me.
Midnight in Paris is very good.
It is.
I
Very
really
good.
like Midnight in Paris. Also, Moneyball's awesome.
Yeah,
Find me somebody who doesn't like Moneyball.
I don't
I
want to meet that.
Dare
person.
you? It's not an Academy Award winning film.
That's what losing sounds like.
though. But it's a good movie. I actually think The Artist should have won. I think it was the right pick out of this list.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I can't say. So what I would pick, I believe, would be Midnight in Paris.
Yeah, it was good.
I just, the content is up my alley. Hemingway kind of situation.
Yeah.
Love Owen Wilson. Love Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
And Woody Allen, I like some of his movies, and this is one that I really liked.
Yeah.
It's very funny, very easy to watch.
is.
And I think I thought it was really well shot.
Yeah.
Felt like you were there.
Yeah.
Do you remember The Tree of Life?
This is a bad year.
Yeah.
This
Do you remember
is not
The Tree
a
of
good year.
Life?
I do remember The Tree
Oh
of Life.
my God.
I made you watch it. I wanted to watch it so bad.
And then suddenly dinosaurs.
I've only watched it that one time.
Yeah.
The one and only time. I would watch it again.
Critics love it.
Yeah.
Audience hates it.
Well, there's no story.
Yeah. It's
Most people prefer a story.
Yeah, it's very philosophical. I get it. It just wasn't super entertaining.
Yeah. You were furious.
Ugh.
Basically 5 minutes in.
Oh yeah.
You were like, what is this? Why are we watching this?
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful stuff.
I don't think I ever saw Hugo.
I didn't either.
I definitely didn't see Warhorse.
That's about
So-
the dog during peacetime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Let's run down some of the other top movies from that year. We talked about Harry Potter. It's a good finishing movie.
It's great.
It does get so progressively dark as we discovered as we
It does.
rewatched, but
We just rewatched the whole series this year.
very good.
And I thought that this movie was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Wraps up well. Hangover Part 2, like we talked about, hilarious. This was the start of the new Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Those are good. I enjoy them.
If for no other reason, it brought us the "oh no" meme.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a couple movies later, but that is worth it. Everything.
Oh, no.
Oh my, yeah, it's the best meme that's ever come.
They scare me a little. The
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes movies. They
Yeah.
make me very uncomfortable and a little terrified. Just what you want in a film.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
This was also Bridesmaids.
Get out of here.
Bridesmaids. This is what I was talking about the other.
It goes like this.
I'm trying to make it round, but I can't because I have elbows.
When they this is what I was talking about yesterday. I'm like, I want to watch a really funny movie that now Bridesmaids wasn't unexpected. I knew anything Kirsten Wiig does. I am Kirsten Miss
I
Wiig.
think. Ms. Wiig.
Whatever Miss Wiig does. Same with Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably
Love Maya
going
Rudolph.
to be into it.
Yeah. Into it.
And this was so much funnier than I expected it to be
Yeah.
going in. Like, I feel like I thought it was going to be a little more romantic comedy than full out comedy going in. And it hit me in the face. I mean, Melissa McCarthy is out of control. And that cast is amazing. Ellie Kemper.
What's Rose, what's her last name?
Byrne.
Rose Byrne. She's my favorite.
Yeah.
When they're doing the speeches and they keep on trying to outdo the other one. That's one of my favorite scenes. I love that. I like Rose Byrne a ton.
Yeah. Who's Rose Byrneton?
Nice. I like her a lot. But yeah, it was like, it's been a while since you've gone into a movie and were shocked by how funny it was, right?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Comes along once in a blue moon. Bridesmaids was it.
Yeah. I mean, it delivers down to the very end with the Wilson
So good.
Phillips at
Oh,
the
yeah,
wedding.
so
It's
good.
so good.
This way inside. Whoa. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, are you gonna let them hold you down and make you cry?
So good.
Completely revived that song for an entire new generation.
I played that song for our roommate, also our niece, and
Did she not know it?
never heard it in her life,
Oh,
she said.
She never seen Bridesmaids?
I don't know.
Well, we should probably watch it with her before she moves out.
She has to have seen Bridesmaids.
Well, then she's heard the song.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Kids these days, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
This was Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Oh, the best of the Mission Impossibles.
This was
I
the first
love
one with
Ghost
Jeremy
Protocol.
Renner in it, right? There were, I think
So
he was in a
good.
couple. This was like all Dubai. It was super good.
So good.
So good. God, dang Mission Impossible movies.
It's redonkulous.
Redonk. The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Nice.
I remember when we were going to see it, I had to finish the book. Were you reading it too?
I read all the books, yeah.
We were reading the first book side by side in silence, trying to finish before like the last movie time of the night. Do you remember that? We were in our
don't.
we were in a living room in Maple Grove. We had that lamp over there. That lamp was the only lamp on, and we were just sitting in our living room in complete silence, reading as fast as we could. And we did it. And we went and saw it. And the book is amazing. The movie was fine.
The movie was fine, yeah.
The
I've
books
heard
were
that the
dense.
original movie is amazing, but I've never watched it.
I watched that one. That one is good. It is good. It's more true to the book, for
The
sure.
books are awesome.
The books are amazing. And Horrible Bosses was the other. That's one that caught me. Don't do that. It's so good.
It's all right. It's fine.
I mean, is it solely because Jamie Foxx is in it?
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
Motherfucker Jones.
Motherfucking Joe.
And, oh man, what do you mean? Jason Sudeikis,
I love
Jason Bateman,
Sudeikis.
Charlie Day.
Guess what I heard about Jason Sudeikis?
What?
He was supposed to be a speaker at SHRM.
Mm-hmm.
SHRM National Conference.
Yeah.
Listen, sorry, my HR is coming out a little.
Yeah.
Big deal though, like cool.
Yeah.
He canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Like the morning of.
Yeah.
Like 25, this might be an exaggeration, but like 25,000 people go to this conference.
Uh-huh.
He canceled. And then there was footage of him everywhere at a basketball game.
Yeah. I don't blame him one bit.
Rude. He was a keynote speaker and then canceled. What?
Good on you, Jason. That was the right decision. It was the right
It
decision.
made me like him a little less.
Oh.
That's kind of a dick move,
Yeah.
I think.
Don't like Horrible Bosses.
I said it's fine.
Jennifer Aniston.
Actually, I think that's what I
Don't
don't like Jennifer Aniston in that movie.
Interesting.
I mean, I get what she's doing, but I think that's what I disliked about it.
Music?
Music.
Adele?
Yeah.
Rolling in the Deep?
There's a fire. I literally listen to that song almost every day of my life.
Yep. We have another tailgate jam. Party rock anthem.
Oh.
LMFAO.
Get it.
We
Get
spent
it.
so much time trying to learn how to do the shuffle.
Can't do it.
YouTube and never got good at it. I could kind of do it a little bit. We had a friend who could only go one direction. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He would go in circles.
It's better than me. I could not get it. Couldn't.
And then, it was Grenade by Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, again, Firework, E.T., Last Friday Night, all those are on there. Born This Way by Lady Gaga, Moves Like Jagger, We Found Love by Rihanna. We have a story about Rihanna.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what we were doing. I thought it was like we found love or something with each other.
So I will say, I realized as I was looking at this that I never wrote about this story. So I'm in the middle of writing it.
Oh,
so,
you are?
Yeah. So there will be an extended version. But essentially, I was bored at work. Myself
As you were most days.
every day. My cell phone rings, and it's a number I don't know, which would normally be reject, but who cares?
I'm going to answer this just this once.
So I answer, and it's somebody from a radio station telling me I won a text to win prize. I don't enter text to win competitions ever. And so I just kind of rolled with it. And I was like, I did? Great.
Hooray!
And, it was this girl from, I don't even remember what radio station.
KDWB, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Had to be.
Sure. Yeah, it probably was. So she was just like, yeah, so I just need to get some basic information. I've got your phone number. She said my phone number, and we'll say that the last 5 digits of my phone number are 6124. And she said, so your phone number is blah, 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 5124. And I was just like, nope, it's actually 6124. And she goes, oh, yeah, yep, got it. Don't know how that got messed up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this going to work? And
oh my God, she did. She should have just said, I'm so sorry, I called the wrong number.
Right. And then she just asked for my name and my birthday because I think you had to be 18 to take the ticket. And I was just like, I'm sorry. I enter so many of these. What did I win again? And she was like, oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have mentioned on June 11th, Rihanna is playing at the Target Center. And so these are the VIP passes. And I was like, all right. And that was it. She hung up. And then I came home and told you about it. And we just kind of decided more than likely she was going to call the right number.
Yeah.
And we'd go and maybe we'd have like a different ticket, or they'd just be like, sorry about you. You can't steal people's prizes.
Yeah. Yeah. We were like, we're going to get there and we'll just go anyways. Just to see.
Right. And I think that's one thing as I was writing about it that I was like, man, you don't think about it often when you have kids, just the freedom to be able to just be like, well, we'll just go down. And if we can't go to the concert, we'll just go do whatever else.
Yeah.
There'll be people out.
Yeah.
We can figure out a fun night. No problem.
Not going to have a bad time.
Right. So that was our plan. We just went down, but we went to Will Call and they were like, here are your gift bags. We got a water bottle and a poster and something else. And we had lanyards and they took us out and we were center floor about probably 30, 40 rows back of normal floor seating in these bleachers that had these like 9 red love seats. Mm-hmm. And we were like, what is happening? Do you remember like any of this?
You know what I can't believe? That we didn't take any pictures.
We've got like 4.
Yeah. Oh, we do. The only picture I remember is the one we have of Rihanna.
Yeah.
But I will let you get to that. But I don't think we have a picture of us like
I don't think
in
we
a
have
couch.
a picture of Rihanna.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know that. We have pictures of us, on the couch.
Oh, we do. Oh.
I think the problem was, for me, our iPhones took terrible pictures. Mm-hmm. So dark with lots of lights is never going to work. Mm-hmm. We had a nice camera, but it was such a production to try to take the picture, and I don't know. So I just was never thinking about it. And in that situation, I'm like, let's just live this.
Yeah. Well, the couches were super comfy.
They were. And so we sit down, and there's an empty couch right next to us, to the left of us. We were on one end, empty couch, and then there were people on the other one. The rest were full. And we were talking like, who doesn't show up for this?
Yeah.
Like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
And it was J. Cole opened, who I think is super popular. I don't listen to his music, but he was a nobody kind of then. And now I think, people are big time J. Cole fans. Don't know a single one of his songs. CeeLo Green and Rihanna. And so we got in. I think J. Cole was just finishing up. Whatever he was performing up there, I liked him. I don't know why I never gravitated to him. Like I
don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's a hip hop artist. But then CeeLo Green came on, and we got excited. But we only knew the
Gnarls Barkley song.
Crazy and Fuck You.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the name of that song is actually.
I think it's Fuck You.
Is it? Oh.
No.
See you driving around town with the girl I love. Forget you?
Forget you.
That's the radio edit.
Oh, must be. Radio edit. Yeah, so, but we knew his Gnarls Barkley songs.
Yep.
But not his singles.
Not his catalog.
Yeah.
And we were watching him and we were like, whew.
He was
It wasn't great.
crashing and burning.
It wasn't great.
He was crashing and burning.
It
He
wa-
did very
It
bad.
wasn't great. It wasn't great. And you were raking him over the coals as we were in between his set and Rihanna coming on. You were like, that was awful.
It was awful. I was just telling the truth.
I don't understand why Rihanna is even touring with him. Like, that was garbage, blah, blah, blah. I mean, on and on and on. I'm like, I get it. You don't like CeeLo Green.
It was bad.
It was. And then I noticed in front of us, there was this circular thing. I'm like, what do you think that is? And you're like, it's just a piece of equipment. It's nothing. And I'm like, it's something. And you're like, well, you know how you are. And Rihanna comes on and she puts on an awesome show.
Out of hand.
I mean, so good.
Ridiculous. The ghost protocol of concerts.
And like a quarter of the way through the show, she starts walking off the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I just start going, I told you. And she starts walking right for us. And these people run out from like either side. They put a little drum kit on top of it. She jumps up onto the thing. They strap her to it. And this thing just starts going straight up in the sky, right in front of us. And I think my memory is that her feet were like, if we were standing there, she was like right here.
Mm-hmm.
And Rihanna was right there.
She was
And
right there. Yeah.
We were like, what is
You
happening?
could touch her.
Oh,
I didn't. You didn't.
no.
It's a good thing we didn't.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, it was so much fun. And we're like, man, how does this get any better? And so she gets back to the stage. She's keeping the concert going. And we are just into it. And then finally, somebody just grabs me by the shoulder and is just like, excuse me, my man. And I was just like, and I look sideways because I wouldn't have to look up. Look sideways. And it's CeeLo Green. And I was just like, what? What could I have done wrong? And he's just like, oh, just trying to get through. And he came and he sat right next to you.
yeah.
And I go, you should tell him what you thought about his music.
I did not. I did not tell him.
And he hung out. He didn't stay for the whole show, but he
No.
hung out for like 20 minutes and
Yeah.
then took off.
Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden, I was a big CeeLo Green fan once he was sitting next to me.
Yes. Yeah, it was all of a sudden he was like, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. CeeLo.
Great. I think I said something so dumb too, like, great job out there. Really killed it.
Terrific singing, sir. But yeah, and then that was it. But it was crazy.
Yeah. We definitely still have the bags. The gift bags were actual, like, reusable bags. And the lanyards.
Yep.
And the water bottles.
Mhm.
They're all up in the bedroom closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
All because of a misdial.
yeah.
Such a good night.
And I do repeat in my head whenever somebody says you can't win if you don't enter. Like, I'm like, warm up.
Turns out, if you're a white man,
The only way I
You
win.
can.
It's the only way I win. If I enter, I'm losing. I need some real good fortune to come my way. That's the only way this goes down.
oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. That was so fun. That's such a good memory. I'm so lucky. So just
The fact that you answered your phone.
right.
Because if you wouldn't have answered and she would have called back again, the right number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because somebody out there really missed out on a good time.
Well, they'll never know. It's possible that the same things happened to you. Maybe it was like a karmic, balance.
That could be.
Like maybe at one time you did miss out because of a misdial.
Mm.
And this was like writing the word, like
Yeah.
centering. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
That could be. Interesting. In other news, in 2011, we took a road trip to visit our friends in Montana.
Such a fun trip.
I remember that because this was the first long trip I was taking with an iPhone, and I was so excited to see like, oh, we're gonna have GPS on the phone, and we got 45 minutes past Fargo on our way to Montana, and it was just a blue dot going through a bunch of squares because the cell signal was so bad you could not use GPS in North Dakota, and I was so bummed. But when we were in Montana, that's when Osama bin Laden got.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
I remember I was like, this is probably relatively important. I should recognize where I am. So
Good for you.
we were in our friend's living room, and
No way.
yeah.
I just remember being very upset that there were no caribous. I was really into caribou coffee,
Yeah, it's just
not
all
animals.
elks. Yeah.
I was really into caribou then. I would basically, I think I was addicted. And when you said Fargo, I was like, once you get outside of Fargo, there was no caribous all the way. Like it's gone.
Oh yeah, you were a nightmare with caribou. Because when we would go to New York, I'm pretty sure the caribous went into Illinois a little bit, but then they stopped.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we were in the southwestern suburb of Chicago, and you were like, can we stop at a caribou? And I'm like, sure, where is it? And you were like, it's just like 15 minutes off of this exit. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, let's go to one of any Starbucks we've seen.
I didn't like Starbucks back then.
I need caribou.
I really liked caribou. Sorry about it.
Depth charge, is that what you got?
Yeah. Good memory.
Thank you. I think we've established that I have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
But the best part about our trip to Montana, well, the best and the worst, the best story, the worst luck. Maybe this is my karmic balance.
Oh, shit, it is.
There it is. So we were visiting our high school friends, and they very much have the same kind of relationship trajectory. They started dating, a year and a half or so after we did, got married the same summer, still together. And we were out there, and we hadn't seen them since they got married, or they came back, I think, one time, but we rarely saw them. And we were very much in like nostalgia mode. And so we were listening to Afro Man's album, which I love start to finish. I think that's a very underrated album. And so we were listening to that.
The whole trip.
And when we were there, we were out. We were getting ready to go out. We were on their front porch. We were drinking and we were singing Afro Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we went to downtown Bozeman, to just the bar that they suggested. And me and my friend were at the bar ordering drinks, and you and his wife and your friend came running up to us.
Yeah.
You're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe it. And we're like, what? And you're like, Afro Man is performing right underneath us. And we're like, when? And you're like, right now. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Let's go. And you guys were like, it's sold out.
I just remember yelling, Afro Man is downstairs.
Afro
Man is downstairs.
I got on my stomach and put my ear to the ground. I'm like, maybe we can hear him. Couldn't hear him.
Did we try to get in?
We asked, but it was a full on, box office situation. Like there was no talking your way through. They're like, sorry, tickets, it's sold out, blah, blah, blah.
That was such a crazy coincidence though. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
We've been listening to him that whole trip.
Yeah. He's downstairs. Let's go. We can. It's sold out. Cool. That's super fun then.
You were mad. You were mad. Like, why'd you even tell me?
Yeah, just keep it to yourself.
I was excited. To share this news with you.
Yeah. That was a fun trip. We did our trip to New York. I saw that. That was a standard trip. You got your hair braided a bunch by a 6-year-old girl. And we did a bunch of weddings. That was 2011. One of the weddings that we went to, I've never seen this before or since at a wedding. One of the groomsmen, we were not in this wedding. One of the groomsmen, like, I think they did I don't know, like if they went someplace like post ceremony between the reception and the ceremony and the reception, you know, people do that. Like they'll go out to a bar. I don't know what happened, but a groomsman before dancing, before dinner, threw up and shit his pants in the bathroom, and it had to be closed the rest of the night. So people had to walk like across the venue to the other bathroom. I really want to know. I'm sure I could figure out who he is and just call him, just be like, so what's up? What's life like now? Because I don't think I would recover, because he left. He never came. You know, you can't come back. Watching your ducks.
But we didn't know him.
No,
he wasn't our friend.
Yeah, he was not our friend. That's what I mean. I don't know him, but wonder what his life is like now. If he thinks about that every day, like I would.
Certainly, he does. Certainly.
Man, oh man. Because we were at that age too where adults were still adults.
Yeah, my mom and dad were at that wedding.
Yeah. And it's like, luckily he was from out of town, so he didn't really know. He was all.
I don't think his mom and dad were at that wedding.
Whew, man. The other thing, looking at the pictures of weddings that I'm so glad we didn't do, is the taking off the garter.
Mm-hmm. Who did that?
A lot of people.
Oh.
I mean, both the weddings, we went to one in Brainerd that summer and one in South Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
They both did
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, they both did it. And I don't think I have a problem with other people doing it. It's just for me, it's like, I'm just glad we didn't.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that I have 0 memories of that wedding in South Dakota? I don't remember driving there. I don't remember staying in a hotel, being at a wedding. Like don't recall that entire weekend.
It was super hot. We were the last people at the reception venue. It was like at a VFW or an Elks or something like that. And we were the last people, our group, to get a van back. And we were all just wrecked. And I remember I woke up in the middle of the night and moved beds. And I was sleeping on a bed that wasn't mine. We were had a suite or something. And I left our bed.
Oh.
And walked to a different bed. And I woke up with my feet on the floor. And I was just laying back. And I'm like, what did I do?
I did have a memory because we shared a room with someone, but he didn't come back.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I do remember one thing.
Yes. Yes, the bed was empty.
It wasn't supposed to be.
For some reason. He might have been out to just, go get somewhere. Coffees.
Yeah. I can't remember being on the dance floor, eating dinner, where the venue was, but even driving. I know we must have drove. It was a long drive.
Yeah.
Can't remember it.
We rode with the friend that we roomed with. Well, we roomed with another couple, and then that friend who left, and we drove with them. They drove, and we rode.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I am getting some memories now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do remember a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the friend who we drove with, one of our other friends who was in the wedding.
Mm-hmm. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, another friend.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Not in the car. Was in the wedding, and his wife was seated at our table, and it was 2 couples and a single guy that were all in the car together.
Yes.
And then a woman was at our table, and we knew her.
Yes. We sure did.
But our friend forgot who she was, forgot that she knew her, and tried to set her up with our single friend. But she was married to our other friend who was a groomsman in the wedding.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm married to so-and-so.
It can happen. That happened to me at a bachelor party with one of my friends. He was just having a conversation with a girl. And I thought he was putting in work. He was trying to find. And so I was like, all right, I'll be a wingman. Because my other friend got kicked out of the bar and I didn't want to go to the Saratoga club. So I stayed, and I finally went over to him hey, it's getting long. I'm doing my best to keep her friend entertained over here. But she just grabbed my hand at the bar and stuck it up her skirt and she's not wearing underwear and she called me naughty, but I didn't do anything. I want to get out of here. She's drinking Long Island's out of a pitcher. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I thought you were like going to try to make a move or what's going on? He's like, I'm engaged. I'm like, what am I doing here then? He's like, I don't know. I didn't ask you to do any of this. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I just left. And then
I didn't ask you to do anything. We're like, well, what am I doing? He's like, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
and then I was going back and I can't remember if it was Tony's wedding or his brother's, my best friend Tony, or if it was his brother's, but we were going back to like this Best Western. And we were in Duluth, Minnesota. I was walking up the hill, taking all sorts of wrong turns to try to find this place. And then finally I'm walking across the street and I was going to keep on going up the hill. And I just hear Tony yell my name from like 2 blocks down. And so I was like, Tony! And he's yelling, Tim! It's like 2:30 in the morning. And I just start sprinting to him. And he disappears like into the entrance of the hotel, then comes back out with a pizza. I'm just like, is that a pizza? He's like, yeah, I went to Pizza Luce. And I'm like, I love you. And I am a half a block away. And he's like opening it up to present it to me. And the pizza just slides out of the box face down on the sidewalk. And I fell into the yard. I was running by like, you gotta be kidding me.
Did you guys still eat it?
I think I ate a little bit. I think I just took the bottom. So there's no cheese. And I just ate the crust.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah. And then we woke up in the same bed the next morning, fully clothed, and we were booping each other's noses. Boop, boop. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Yeah. So that's 2011. We go for football. This was the year, I'm pretty sure, my friend from out east, Stefan, he came. And it was Halloween. Yeah, it definitely was. And we went to a Halloween party that night, but we didn't dress up for the football game.
We didn't have any costumes.
Yeah, we didn't have any costumes. And then we went to Walmart.
We went to Walmart because we got invited to a Halloween party, but none of us had costumes.
Yeah.
So we just ran to Walmart and bought,
for some reason,
women's pajamas.
We bought, they weren't women's. I guess they were. They were like, I think mine was like Tinkerbell and pajama pants, and then we got wigs. We were pretty good looking, I think. So we got in trouble for rushing the field. I don't know why we rushed the field that day.
Yeah. We've rushed the field some embarrassing times.
My only explanation for myself in that regard is it had nothing to do with the game. It was that I was completely wasted and everybody else was doing it. I'm like, sure, I'll go on the field.
Why not?
We got in trouble for Tebowing. Not really. The security guard. Everybody's on the field and we were taking pictures Tebowing in the end zone and the security guard just goes, hey, no Tebowing. Oh, man. Good times. So, 2011.
It's not
good
where
year.
it's at.
No.
Sorry.
It doesn't have the same pop.
It doesn't.
Even in terms of pictures, we didn't take a lot of pictures, which I feel like is a good indication of what kind of year it was.
Oh, yeah. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah. It's like it's just kind of a very quick gap. A lot of pictures of our nieces and nephews opening up Christmas presents.
Sorry.
And a lot of pictures of friends of yours opening up presents at bridal showers.
Sorry.
Which is super exciting content.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I took all those.
If you're watching and Jenni was at your bridal shower, I have a lot of pictures for you if you're interested.
Sorry.
That's a very your side of the family kind of tradition to just take pictures of everybody opening every gift they get.
No, other people do it too. We're not the only ones.
You guys are pretty aggressive with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures.
Yeah. It's true.
But I love you all anyways.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. So 2011 doesn't have it.
Cinderella's still in it, man.
Yeah.
She's still leading.
I have a feeling she's going to sit up there for a while. I'm trying to remember what's coming up in our years. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Could be some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
You never know when another Cinderella will pop up.
Yep. I know when one will.
When?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
You'll have to find out.
all right.
I'll be honest if it wins. I'll tell
Okay.
you if I remember this.
Okay. Deal.
Any parting thoughts?
Watch Twisters
Watch Twisters
and Twister.
and Twister.
That's what I got.
And try Dinner and a Movie.
Oh, yeah. Try Dinner and
If
Movie.
you haven't tried that out, it's this new date craze that I think you might like.
Check it out.
Or don't. All right, should we go check on the kids?
Let's go check on the kids.
See you next week, everybody.